because I didn't want to drive that road at night per se. I'm not a big fan of Route 10. I came down 23 and then came down through Naugatuck. I went through Inez, Kentucky, Warfield, and then came across the bridge there and came up by Naugatuck up that way, then hit 119 to here. So an interesting drive. Wayne has won the toss. They've elected to defer to the second half. They'll defend to go to our left as we sit high above the field here at Willis Nesbitt Stadium. But I drove by a school that is no longer active, Sheldon Clark High School in Inez, and I've done some games there in the past, and it was kind of neat just to drive by there and see they still keep that football. I don't know if Martin County plays their games there or not. I've not been around enough to honestly know what they're doing there, but my attention stays on West Virginia High School, although WSAZ was in Grayson, my hometown, today with the East Carter Raiders playing the West Carter Comets tonight. Always a battle for the barrel. Yeah. And they said there was some crazies there. I can't imagine.
Fired up Friday. You never know who's going to show up in a school gymnasium at 6 in the morning.
I did see Sasquatch. I saw Sasquatch there.
I'll tell you, I'm not someone who did anything of the on-site work with that. Now it's not on my shift anymore, so I'm not directly involved with it. But I just loved those days and loved seeing the communities kind of get together. Mostly, right. It's mostly for the high school kids.
Yep.
But you get to also see some from the community as well. Come out in the youth leagues for some places, and they just have a good time. And it's always a fun time, an opportunity to show a little school spirit and to. What else you got? It's a unique experience. 6 o'clock on a Friday morning, and here's the news going to be in your gym.
That's exactly right. Braden Lowe set to kick it off for the Wayne Pioneers. Back deep is Levante Keeney, and also looks like Caden Justice. We get the whistle, and this one's underway. A short kick that's going to be taken at the 28-yard line by Paxton Kahn, and he is driven to the ground rather rudely by Brian Brunty at the 37-38-yard line, and that's where Logan will start their first possession here tonight. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Logan has one of the top sophomores in the state of West Virginia, Lucas Lambert, 6'4", 210 pounds. They use him in a variety of manners. He will line up in the slot for the most part, but they will use jet sweeps with him. He's the team's leading rusher. He's the team's leading receiver.
Yes, and so look for him all night. Adam Baisden will be the quarterback. They'll work from the shotgun. Twins to the far side, twins to the near side. Lone back in the backfield is Caleb Johnson. Low snap. Basin handles it well. Back to throw. Throws it down the middle of the field. Wide open. And I mean wide open was Alonzo Murphy. And he gets all the way down to the 12-yard line. Well, Murphy got behind the secondary there, and it was a great pass from Baisden. And we call that toast in the business.
The scouting report on Logan is a lot of vertical throws, a lot of just one-on-one, my guy versus your guy. And that time there was a coverage bust in there that got him. He was 5 yards behind everybody.
Basin once again works from the shotgun. Twins either way, and this time on the right side of the defensive line will be an offsides. And that was Van Adder. So the 5-yard penalty will push the ball up to the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and 5. They can get a first down just right at the 2-yard line. Basin works from the shotgun. Twins either way. Single back in the backfield is Johnson. They'll hand it off to Johnson. He works his way to the right side, gets stacked up. Not much there, if anything. Nice job on the far side. Coming up with the play there was Isaiah Martin. Martin, the 5'8", 152-pound senior. And I would say no gain at all on that play. He'll bring up, maybe a yard. They'll give him the 6. So 2nd and 4. Same formation. And somebody moved. And let's see what we got this time. Movement on the right side of the offensive line. Did Wayne jump? Yes, they did. So that's going to push the football down to just inside the 3. Well, they're going to say that's a half a distance. penalty, so it's just outside the 3-yard line, 2nd and 1 from the 3. This time they have split backs in behind Bazin, who's working from the shotgun. Single wide out either way. Tight end works to the right side. They try to go to the right side. Hand it off that time to Green, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Caden Hayton comes up to make the initial hit for the Pioneers. And they're actually going to show him as a loss of a yard back to the 4-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and a couple. Just underway, no score. Bazin once again will send twins either way. Single set back to his left this time. No tight end. Play clock's at 15. They're still barking out plays. Back to throw is Bazin. Throws it right into the grubby little paws of Caden Justice. And that was quick. Bazin to Justice for the first touchdown of the ball game comes at 10:31 here in the first half, in the first period. So 6-0 all right off the stick at the 10:31 mark. Bazin to Justice, and on to attempt point after touchdown will be Craddock, and that one's blocked. So a nice job trying to see who that was that got in there. Might have been Jake Davis, I believe it was. Jake Davis got in there to block that one. So with 10:31 left to play here in the opening period, your score, Logan 6, Wayne nothing. Back in a moment on the Gridiron Sports Network.
This sports presentation is brought to you by our valued community partner, Rustic Ravines. Here's what the Evans family had to say about their experience.
We had the best time. Everyone was friendly, professional, and made us feel welcomed. We rented a side-by-side for a 5-hour ride with our guide through the beautiful mountains of West Virginia. We highly recommend, and we'll be back.
Rustic Ravines can be found on Facebook, or their phone number is 304-385-1085.
You're listening to high school football action on 90.7 FM WFGH.
Tim Crawford, Ryan Epling here with you live from Logan High School on Hatfield Island, where early going, the Logan Wildcats put up 6 on their opening drive, and I mean, they did it in a hurry. Minute and a half off the clock, not even quite. Craddock will put the boot to it for the Wildcats. A squib kick right up the center of the field, and they're going to just fall on it, Will Wayne, as Bruce Workman will fall on it at about the 31-yard line. And that's where Wayne will start their first drive of the ball game. And looks like Eli Haffer will be the quarterback for this set. Of course, Coach Tommy Harmon, and actually he's sending both Hayton and Hatton out there. So looks like Hayton is actually going to be the quarterback.
Wayne ran a couple of misdirection type throws last week with both in the game. One ended up being intercepted in the end zone. That was a play where the receivers got tangled up and never got out of the gate. And the second one was an incompletion in the end zone.
Trey Hayton throws it out in the flats and threw it to Haffer, but through his hands and out of bounds. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10.
It looked like Wayne was trying a little out route there with Haffer and something short, going for something maybe in the 4- and 5-yard variety. Decent throw, but got through the hands of the sophomore Haffer.
I wonder when the last time Tommy Harmon threw the ball in the first play of the ball game. Doesn't happen often. Classic wing T formation. They send Hayton in motion. They give the ball up the gut to Jaden Wayman, and he is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Big Rob Ball.
Well, Rob Ball rolled him like a bowling ball right there. Dropped him like third period French right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Pioneers.
Well, 6'4", 285.
This time, Hayton will work from the pistol formation, twins to the near side. They send a man in motion. They're going to fake it out to Dante, and there's a sack. I mean, Jack Ball came in and made another big play right there Goes Hayton for a loss all the way back to the 24-yard line. So it's going to be fourth down and about a $15 Uber from where they are now. And that'll force the Pioneers in punt formation. So not a good start to this ball game for Coach Tommy Harmon's Wayne Pioneers. Hayton will come in to handle the punting duties. Gets a good snap. Gets off a high but short wobbly punt that's going to hit near midfield and roll sideways right at the 48-yard line of Logan. So that's where the Wildcats will have the ball for their second possession of the ball game. 9:02 left to play in the first period. Wayne trailing the Logan Wildcats 6-0. Welcome everyone tuning in. We did have some technical difficulties early on, but I think we've got all that straightened away. That's kind of been that's been a bugaboo for Wayne sports for a while. You all had trouble with the clock last week?
We did, yeah. The clock wouldn't stop, and then it wouldn't start. And, you know, we did the old tried and true method of literally unplugging the little phone cord plug-in for the switch, plugged it back in, and it never had any other problems. That makes no sense to my technological mind,
but it always works.
Whatever,
like.
Yep.
Twins on the way for the Wildcats. Single back to the right of Baisden, who works from the pistol. Back to throw. Looking downfield, still looking, not much of a rush. He gets the ball across the middle of the field. It's going to be caught by Alfonso Murphy. That's his second catch of the ball game, and it's going to bring up second and about a yard as he'll pick up 9 yards out across midfield to the Wayne 43-yard line. Second one. Hurry up offense for the Wildcats. They'll work again with Twins either way. This time Justice to the left of Basin. They'll hand it off to Justice. He finds first down yardage before Caden Hayton wraps him up. And the whistle will blow, but not before. Justice is able to get, or Johnson, is able to get to the 40-yard line. I think I've called that young man Justice a couple of times. It's actually Caleb Johnson, not Justice. I apologize.
You got a Caden Justice, a Caleb Johnson.
Yep. One's number 1, one's number 12, and got them confused. Once again, Johnson in the backfield with Basin. Works from the shotgun, throws a little pass out into the flat. It's going to be caught by Lucas Lambert. He's by far their top player, and he'll get about 12 or 13 as they're going to run him out of bounds, but not until he gets all the way down to the 27-yard line. First and 10 for the Logan Wildcats. So Basin picking this Pioneer defense apart right now. Once again, Twins either way. Hard count. Wayne did not jump. Basin pointed at somebody like, hey, he jumped off sides. Nobody threw a flag, so apparently he didn't. Play clock's at 6. Back to throw once again. Basin. Right down the middle of the field, wide open in the back of the end zone and caught. And was that Lambert? Yes, it was Lucas Lambert. So that one covers some 28 yards. With 8:05 left to play here in the first period. Basin hits Lambert. 12-0. And they will line up for 2 here. Wide out to the near side, wide out to the far side, and a false start's going to be called against the Wildcats. So they'll try this one from the 8-yard line. 12-0. Very early on. Split backs in behind Basin from the pistol. Single wide out either way. Back to throw. Across the middle. 2-point conversion is good. There's a flag on the far side. Hold on. There is a flag. We've got a flag on the play. So let's see what we've got. they're going to talk with Coach Booth. So it may be against Wayne and assessed on the kickoff, or nope. Illegal formation. Too many men in the backfield. So take that 2-point conversion off the board, and let's move it back to the 13-yard line. So back-to-back penalties on the conversion has went from the 3 to the 13. And not sure why the play clock, there it starts. Took them a while.
Sometimes it doesn't go when you tell it.
That's true, too. I'll give you that. So Basin this time has twins either way. Single back in the backfield. Back to throw. Looking, throws it towards the corner of the end zone. It is knocked away. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And with 8:05 left to play here in the first period, your score, Logan 12, Wayne nothing. Back to the moment on the Gridiron Sports Network.
The Gridiron Sports Network would like to thank Rocky Knob Farms for their partnership in bringing you this broadcast of high school football. We remind you, Rocky Knob is at the Cerrito Farmers Market each Friday and Saturday from 9 to 4. If you're thinking fall, Rocky Knob Farms has it all. Rocky Knob Farm in Pritchard, West Virginia, a proud supporter of high school sports on the Gridiron Sports Network.
You're listening to high school football action on 90.7 FM WFGH.
12-0, the Logan Wildcats lead the Wayne Pioneers. Tim Carper along with Ryan Epling with you here tonight from Hatfield Island. Craddock set to put the boot to it once again for the Wildcats. A squibber that's going to be picked up at the 26-yard line. And is that Workman again? I believe it is. Bruce Workman will take it from the 25 out to about the 33-yard line. That's where Wayne will start their second possession. First possession was a 3-and-out with negative yardage. See if Coach Tommy Harmon can find something else to work here for his Pioneers as they break huddle. Haffer will be up under center. Classic double wings now for the Pioneers. They send Hayton in motion. They hand it to him coming to the near side. He gets across the 35 up to about the 37. So a gain of about 3 on the play. Coming up to make the stop on the play was Braxton Walford. Gain of about 5 or so. Bring up 2nd and 5. That's what you need to see right there, Ryan. 5 yards every play.
Yeah, that's Wayne's 4th offensive play from scrimmage, the 2nd running play that the Pioneers have called. They're already down 12-0, but you've got a lot of football left to play. You want to slow some things down, get it going at the pace you want to play.
That's exactly right. Trey Hayton comes up under center this time, gives an inside handoff to Worrell, and Worrell got up to about the 40, knocked back, but still moving. The ball comes out. They're saying the beanbag. They're going to say that was a fumble. And coming out of there with it, I thought he was way down. Paxton Kahn comes out of there with it. And they're going to give the ball, and Tommy Harmon is livid.
I mean, his forward progress was stopped for at least 3 full seconds.
He was stopped at the 40.
Yeah, Mason Spence had him by the leg. He never got loose. He stood there for 3 seconds without anything, fell forward, and then they ruled it a fumble.
Tommy Harmon's going to give this side judge a piece of his mind, no doubt. And he's getting it right now. His forward progress had definitely stopped, but they didn't give us a whistle or a flag, nor a striped shirt, so our opinion matters very little. Slot receiver with twins to the far side. Man comes in motion, and Wayne jumps again. They are just not watching the football. They're listening to Basden's count, and yet another penalty for the Pioneers will move the ball up to the 35-yard line and make it 1st and 5. Not a good night thus far for Coach Tommy Harmon's squad. Trips to the far side, 2 wings, single wide out to the near side to send the wing in motion. They're going to run jet sweep this time with Murphy And Murphy is brought down on the far side. Nice stop by Caden Hayton. He's going to throw him down for a 1-yard loss back to the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Clock running with 6:50 left to play. I think. This
goalpost
is right my way, out the side window.
Hayton did a good job of not horse collaring there because he had to grab the player from behind, but what he did was he got the back of the jersey, not in the neck, and brought him to him and finished the play.
Right. And Coach Tommy Harmon saw something there he didn't like, so he's going to call a timeout. We will take it with him. With 6.5 minutes left to play in the first period, your score, Logan 12 and the Wayne Pioneers nothing. You're listening to Pioneer Football on the Gridiron Sports Network.
This football broadcast is brought to you in part by our fine community partner, Rustic Ravines. Rustic Ravines offers deluxe cabin rentals and special event planning, as well as some of the best ATV riding and hiking trails in the country. Rustic Ravines can be found on Facebook, or their phone number is 304-385-1085. Rustic Ravines, a proud community partner of Pioneer Football.
You're listening to high school football action on Sports Radio 90.7 WFGH.
Back here at the Hatfield Island, home of the Logan Wildcats. Logan leading the Wayne Pioneers 12-0. Wildcats facing a 2nd and 6 on the Pioneer 36-yard line. Basin once again works from the shotgun. Johnson flanks his left, back to throw. Looking down the field. Oh, there was a hold and not called. Ball is up in the air and in and out of the hands of Murphy.